So, Dragon Age the Veilguard has been out for, let's see, what's today? It is Tuesday. Like what? Almost 2 weeks now. So, it's had enough time to kind of, stew in the pot a bit. Um, but apparently, multiple inside sources support claims of abysmal Dragon Age the Veilguard sales. Before it was just like, oh yeah, well we heard. Apparently, we've got some really solidified claims and sources and support to kind of drive in that this game sucks. The last time we said basically that it apparently sold less than Star Wars Outlaws, which was only about 1 million units. And I did the numbers, and even with 1 million units, the price, the total amount only came to about $75 million, which again, I've said before, sounds like it's a big number, but considering this game probably cost 300, $400 million to make, 75 million is nothing, not even close to breaking even. So it'd be a failure, but it actually said it might be about 500,000, which is about 35 million, which is even worse. So yeah, this game is not a success in any sense of the word. Despite the pretty picture that the gaming access media has been trying to paint, the Dragon Age Veilguard sales have reportedly been far below projections. You don't say. And also, people apparently like 30,000 refunds just in the past couple days. So, not very good. Not very good at all. The information was first reported by YouTuber Endymion, citing an inside source. He's like, "Oh yeah, I have a source at like Game Store and all that." In total, it is told that Veilguard have sold overall so far anywhere in the 500,000 range, which again is far less. Yeah, we go Outlaws 1 million units, million copies. So that means that the game has only made $35 million when it probably took about 100, 200, 300 million to make. So not good at all. These numbers would put Dragon Age Veilguard well below noted flops like the Star Wars Outlaws, which Ubisoft recently confirmed underperformed after selling over 1 million copies. According to Dimian, Veilguard would have to move several million units to be profitable. Let's do the math then. So about 400, 500, that can give us an estimate about how much it took to make. Calculator. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll highball it and we'll say another 5 million. 5 million times $70, which is what the game costs. 350 million. That sounds about right, doesn't it? So right now it's only sold about 35 million. So as you can see, this is what it probably took, or a little bit more, just to create the game, just to make it. You can see 35 million is a paltry number compared to. So when you compare that number to this, what it took to make, it's inferior. It's not profitable right now at all. And people getting refunds, guess what? That's money loss now. 30,000 people. So let's see, 30,000 people times 70. That's over $2 million right there, lost. $2 million lost. So, yeah, this game has been an abysmal disaster for them. After hearing the news from Endymion, I couldn't help but reach out to a source at BioWare to find out if this was true. Smash JT, according to them, confirmed about 500,000 units have sold through. And they've had plenty returned since. Plenty of returns as well. The numbers stated by Endymion are extremely accurate, signaling some seriously troubling times ahead for BioWare and EA. Staggering return rate, I just said, reaching 30,000 units. So that's $2 million that had to be refunded. But sure, keep telling yourselves that this is a successful game, people. The ones who want to deny that this is a crap game. Keep denying this game just lost $2 million in just refunds. And the game hasn't even been out for 2 weeks. So, sure, keep telling yourself this is game of the year. But Veilguard's woes started long before the release. Apparently, according to them, pre-orders for Veilguard were even less than initially thought. I told you in the last video, roughly 115,000 pre-orders. Then it's actually like somewhere closer to 75,000, which sounds about right. And then before launch, those pre-orders were canceled. There were a lot of pre-orders that canceled. Legacy Media reporter Jason Creer caught in 4K deleting his Dragon Age Veilguard post boasting DAV was top of the charts, which he posted to dunk on the chuds. Let's see. I actually don't like the game very much, but I do like seeing you chuds get dunked on. If he's deleting his Dragon Age top of the charts chud post, you know the sales are trash and BioWare is in trouble. Jason hates you. He thinks you're chuds. He mocked the go woke, go broke meme, and it obviously backfired on him. When was this? Oh, November 8th, so it was just a couple days ago. And he is very well connected at the dev level with many woke studios, including BioWare. What does he know? EA has released zero numbers. If it had sold 1 million copies in 24 hours like Stellar Blade, you would have heard about it by now. Yeah. Yeah, we would have heard like, oh my god, BioWare's new Dragon Age title is just selling. It's doing record numbers. Never before has a Dragon Age game of any kind done such huge numbers. Such big numbers never before seen. You know, they'd be all over like, haha, take that, chuds. You said the game was going to fail and it's not. No, dead silence. All you hear are crickets. Because the numbers aren't good. The peak game, the peak player amount was 89,000. So people were not looking forward to this game. And I've said a lot of it probably has to do with the story itself. The game was originally called Dragon Age Dreadwolf. But then you realize that Solus wasn't the freaking villain of the game. Instead, he takes backseat to the gods. So, of course, it's like, well, we can't name it Dreadwolf now because the Dreadwolf has nothing to do in the game now. And I think that turned off a lot of people. The stupid crap like, oh, yeah, look, top surgery scars. You have top surgery scars for the very, very small amount of people who play this who actually have them. But, oh, if you're a woman and you're big up there, sorry, you can't get bigger than an A cup in this game. So if you want to see yourself with big, juicy boobies, you're out of luck. You're out of luck. We care more about the minority, the trans and the non-binary. We care more about them seeing themselves than we care about actual biological women. So that turned a lot of people off. And then the game comes out, and people were like, okay, these puzzles are really far too easy. The dialogue is terrible. We have to listen to Tosh constantly whine and complain. Dialogues dedicated just to her whining about being non-binary and it's hard and no one understands me, and dialogue that was written sounds like it was written by a child. dialogue or a story that sounds like it was you know, a fanfic on Tumblr, and then they made a fanfic of the fanfic. It, it's just a terrible game. But hey, at least you got that representation right, because that will totally make up for any lack of character that these characters have. So they might be as boring as a bowl of sugarless and milkless grape nuts, but hey, at least you can get your character to look just like you, black, whatever, top surgery, whatever. Well worth it. Yeah, peak concurrent of 89,000, which compared to games like Black Myth Wukong, they had a peak concurrent of 2 million. And then even at their lowest, it was pretty much what this game had at its highest. Um, so yeah, now we know the numbers. Now we know the numbers. And when they said that it cost about, you know, they would need about 3 more million or whatever units to you know, actually be profitable. Yeah. So the game, like I said before, the game cost $400 million to make. So that paltry 35 million that they've made, minus the 2 million in just refunds. But sure, keep telling yourself this is game of the year. Keep telling yourself this is the greatest game of the year, and it's going to just win all the awards between the acting and the music and storytelling. Yeah, perfect game. Nothing about this game is good. Nothing about it is good. But at least now we know the numbers. Now we know the numbers, and once again, the people who were like me, the people talking about this game, who said it was going to flop, once again, we were proven right. And yet we're still looked at like we're the crazy conspiracy theorists here. We know a crap game now when we see it. As soon as they show any hints of DEI and modern politics and all that other crap, instantly you know it's going to fail. We said it was going to fail. Everyone's like, no, it hasn't even come out yet. Well, congrats. It's come out. It's been out for a little over a week. 30,000 people got a refund, and it's not doing any numbers at all. So maybe when we say stuff, it's because we know what we're talking about. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. No, yeah, maybe you should trust us a little more. Instead of calling us phobes and isms, clearly we know something that you don't. Or rather, we're obviously looking at things with a more broad lens than you are. Just, oh, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. You're just a phobus and ism. But anyway, in your face, BioWare. Anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.